6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, who else to be? 2, 3, I don't. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. I don't have any favorite, just give me any kind. Even if it hurts a bit, I think I will be fine. 24/7, all I do is procrastinate, procrastinate. My lesson. 24/7, all I do is procrastinate, procrastinate. Perfection. Like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. Some sort of an addiction. They all have a prediction. I think it's just some fiction. They all have an addiction, baby. You walking head high and you keep on saying it doesn't matter anyway. But when it's turning dark and it's getting late, you tell me that you wanna stay. So you call me when you're getting lonely. Yeah, you call me when you're getting lonely. And I'll be there, 'cause you're not the no, I feel the same as you do. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place. Yeah. Time's up. I need to get something straight. Are we getting closer than this? But you don't need to answer right away. Baby, you know I can't wait. So you call me when you're getting lonely. Yeah, you call me when you're getting lonely. And I'll be there, 'cause you're not the only one. No, I feel the same as you do. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely, lonely place when you're not with me. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place. It's a lonely place. Yeah. It's a lonely place.
What is going on, people? What is going on? Happy New Year. How you doing? How's it going? Today is a double header. I did a live stream on Savage Finance. Be sure to check that out. It's very good information to help you manage your finances better. Let's talk about the email. I was at a point where I got really frustrated. Here's what was happening with the email list, on that list. I would send out emails and I would get all of these complaints from these people who got the 19 free courses who didn't do nothing with them. Take me off the email list. You know, you're sending these emails illegal. And I'm like, as long as you're signed up on my platform with a course, I can email you as much as I want. You're free to go in and take yourself off the list, which hopefully a lot of those mediocre, lackluster, lazy, do nothing people have done, because it's 2021. I am turning a new leaf. Notice the music changed. Noticed I got a video that's dropping on Savage Finance. Everything is the look, the feel, the execution of everything is about to change. Everything's about to change. I am no longer in the business trying to drag people to salvation. I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer doing that. Any question that pertains to a holding company or holding company stuff, you need to hop into the holding company, the corporate toolbox. Pretty much, be real. Pretty much. Well, that email was it was like I had reached my point. I had reached my level of dealing with the silliness. I am trying to help people have a better life, and they don't want to do the work. They're lazy. They're unimaginative. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to spend no money. They just want to hang out with Big Booty Betty. And you know what? I'm done with those folks. You want them off my email list? Go in, delete your account. You'll never get another email from me again. I'm not deleting your account. I've done enough. So you got to do it with your lazy butt. And let's talk about 2021. This is the second day of 2021. I took the first day off. It was college football day. Clemson lost. I mean, I love seeing Clemson lose. It just gives me joy. And my teams won. And then today I'm getting back into going back to work, making videos, producing stuff, because I took a break. You know, I was still here and there, but I wasn't going the way that I was going because I really want to reshape the narrative. I want to reshape the things that we're doing. I want to reshape how we're going to get down, how we're going to conduct stuff, how we're going to do stuff. I want to reshape the training. And tonight is a training because I get a lot of people asking me, yo, Glendon, what should I do? That question is problematic on so many levels because I got a question. When you get in your car and you want to go somewhere you never went before, what do? You pull out Google Maps and you put the address in. And that gets you there efficiently from point A to point B. It is the same thing in life. For you to go somewhere, you must know where you must know where you're going. Pretty much, Kevin. Pretty much. Yes, it is. Help winners win more. Roll Tide. Larry Scott, thank you for the $12 super chat. Appreciate you. So you got to have, like, whenever I start doing something, I don't always know where I'm going. I have an approximation. I have a North Star. And one of the things that you guys have got to start doing is making a decision. You got to start making a decision because, you know, we ain't here for play no more. We got to prep for war. You got to know where you're going. You got to have some ideal of where you want to go to get there. Hey, I'm just want to start a business. I don't know what I want to do. What you need to do is start researching and exploring. That's what you need to do. And I get this, you know, and this is one of the reasons I sent out that email because I'm getting ready to do some different kind of stuff. Get into foundational educational training. Like tonight, this is training. You got to figure out where you want to go before you can get there. I know it sounds simple, but your destiny is in your destination. Let me say that again. Your destiny is in your destination. You got to know where you're going. You got to have a plan. You got to have an approximation of where you want to go. And also, one of the things that I want to talk about, there are free courses below. Don't ask me what you got to do. Go below, enroll in the free course, and do it. I get a lot of people asking me like, hey, where's this? Where's this? Where's this? Links are below. You got to get in the course and start digging. Because see, I'm not going to spoon feed you guys, because essentially one of the things I realized during my break was I have too many of the wrong people. That's why every time I send out an email, one, whimper, whimper, whimper. Wrong person. See you. Goodbye. Go ahead, do your thing. Because one of the things, and I love this quote by Dan Locke, I'm not in the business of helping losers win. I'm in the business of helping winners win more. Essentially, let me tell you a story. I know, man, they don't want to do the work. I had a consult with a guy who got out of jail. He's been out of jail for about 6 years. He's built up a service business, and he paid me for a consult. And he's like, when I got out, I couldn't find a job, so I had to create my own. Bravo. You making more money? He said, absolutely. So I actually took this guy who barely graduated high school, went to prison, came out. Because see, the difference between him and many of y'all is he knows he's got baggage. He knows he's got issues. So he's grateful for the opportunities. So our first consult call, I helped him put together his holding company, and his brother started another company. He has one company. He and his brother started another company, got their holding company structure together, got the 5 checking account blueprint together. And do you understand this guy who went to prison, this guy who barely graduated high school, was one of the consults who did all of his homework? And he was like, man, this right here, he was like, man, he said, I feel like an executive. I feel so corporate. And he's like, when I went in and I talked to my banker and I set all this up, he said, my banker started looking at me with new respect. Pretty much, Kelvin Davis, pretty much. And then we had our second consult. Then we had our third consult, and he became a monthly consulting client. And when he called me, his business was doing $15,000 per month. Here it is, 8 months later, he's now doing $50,000 per month. You want to know why he's doing 50? He did not argue. He did not try to outthink me. He just, all right, so this is what I need to do. And he did it. And he started getting his results. He's like, last call, he said, I'm going to become a millionaire. I said, absolutely. Absolutely. He sees the pathway. But one of the things is he's doing the work. He's doing the work. Everything I tell him to do, he does it. And this is why I would post up receipts of people who listen to me for just the free information. And like I said, 2021, brushing my shoulders off, going in a different direction. I am not messing with silly people. I'm not messing with folks who want to come, man, I find it hard to believe you make $200,000 a month. Dude, bruh, I made $90,000 in one day. I know that is hard for the weak, the feminine, the lackluster, the mediocre. It's hard for them to see that. It's hard for them to conceive that because they have never done anything in life. They've not done anything in life except try to get some coochie. One of the things, because I'm getting ready to do this with Disruptive Male, we're going to get into a manhood course. We're going to get into a lot of heavy duty training over there because I laid it out. Disruptive Male, 4 mandates. Number 1, get your economy together. Get your economics together. Number 2, get your body together. Number 3, get your mental together. Number 4, date submissive women. The first 3 things have nothing to do with women, but if you do them, you will get women. Shanti, I think the business opportunities are still, no, Shanti, that is absolutely incorrect. Shanti, that is you got to change your thinking. This holiday season had the largest sales on record, the year of the pandemic, the year of high unemployment, the year of massive business closures. Right now, Shanti, you could start a cleaning service. You could start a car wash and just throw your hat in the ring and you'll start making money. So it isn't that, if you're looking for some unexplored, profitable niche that no one knows about, like that was the thing that killed me with the storage auction business. Pretty much. He actually has a manufacturing company, and he and his brother started a mobile detail service. And see, here's the thing. I guarantee you, if you made a decision that I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to start a service business. Like, if you don't really know, because there's so many businesses you can start. There's so many businesses you can start. And the opportunity cost of not starting anything is you're not making any money. Sebastian, you need to direct yourself over to Disruptive Male. I go into all that over there. Pretty much. Get that money. Auntie, I did extremely well. This is the best year I've ever had since I've been on YouTube. Best year ever. Pandemic, year of the murder hornet, the year of massive unemployment, the year of massive mortgage delinquencies, the year of massive business closures. Here's the thing. 90% of the people still have their jobs. 90% of the people still have their jobs. There's money out there to be got. Fluid flows, like when I got that Porsche, and I was talking about the Porsche dealership was crowded, and the salesman told me that the month before they had the best month they've ever had. See, it is about proximity. It's about position. It's about being on the playing field. Like, I'm getting ready to do a lot of elementary, rudimentary, basic training to get you folks in the game, because one of the things that is a problem, that is an issue, is people are in a state of suspended animation. They're out there. They're like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And they're not making any firm decisions, and they're not making any firm commitments to nothing. They're just out here. Good Lord. Sebastian, nope. Get in the corporate toolbox. We'll go over that. Yeah, just do something, man. Just do something. Kevin Davis, that was my situation when I was homeless. Back against the wall. All right, that just kind of phased out. Start a car wash. I got a video that's coming up on Savage Finance. Y'all gonna love that. Yeah, because see, these people were already in business. See, I was already in business. And this is why this was the best year ever for me, because I was already in business. Just do it. Like, one of the things that we're going to get into with the corporate toolbox is a lot of raw, in your face training, because I got to slap a few pups like that email. And also, if you are on the consulting plan, and a lot of people signed up for the $4,500 deal before I changed the price, if I give you homework and you don't do your homework, we're not going to do the next call until you do your homework. You want to know why? Because I'm going to force you to be successful. You spent your bread, cool. Now I'm going to force you to be successful because I'm going to force you to do the work. Or we ain't talking. Lee Turner, thank you for the $5 super chat. Floors, this is one of the things. I got all these folks who watch everything I do, but they don't mirror my behavior. Oh, Glendon started YouTube channels. Glendon doing this. Glendon doing this. Ha, it didn't work out. Ha, it didn't work out. But they don't watch what I'm doing. They look at what I do, but they don't watch what I do. They watch what I do, but they don't mirror my behavior. They don't do the work. They don't go out and execute. Like I said, you can see what I was doing. You can see what I was doing. You could see what I was doing. Let me go ahead and do this. And, this year, we're going to get into some heavy duty training. We're going to get into some YouTube training. We're going to get into some life insurance training. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. Thank you. Anthony Johnson, that's the key. Write it down what you want to do. Melanie, you should have got in last year. See, one of the things that you guys have got to do and got to understand is got bowl games going on. One of the things you got to understand, and one of the things you need to firmly understand, is you got to be in motion. And you got to make some decisions to do something. You got to become committed. Because one of the big issues that is happening is, like, we have all these folks in suspended animation. I want to do this. I want to do this. Or what I love to see on Instagram is the multi-income stream hustler. I'm doing real estate flips. I'm investing in Bitcoin. I'm doing Forex. And I'm not going to do that. I know from experience what happens when you focused. Pretty much, Rons. Steve Jameson, they overlook service business because they want to do something hot and sexy and don't understand the basics and fundamentals are evergreen. I got a guy who's a consultant. He owns a barbershop. You know what? He called me because he wanted to jump into another business because he was getting tired of running his barbershop. So I asked him, I was like, how much does your barbershop make you a month? And he said, after expenses, I'm doing about 15K. Now it's like, so you know how to run the barbershop? He said, yeah. I was like, why don't you open up another barbershop? And he was like, man, I'm kind of tired of it. And I was like, all right. So we laid out a plan. I told him this. I was like, you take some of that 15K you making. And he's like, I got like 100K saved. Okay, good. You could start 2 new locations. You already know how to run a barbershop and make money. This is something you already know how to do, and you're taking it for granted because you're tired of it. Now, this is what we're going to do. You're going to open up another barbershop, and you're going to hire yourself a manager. This is going to cost you a little bread. So he goes ahead, and he calls me up because I give him his homework. And he finds another location and he's like, man, rent is super cheap. I'm just like, yeah, it's a recession. People on sale, properties on sale, skills on sale, and everything's on sale right now. So he's like, he was able to start this new barbershop for 10K, including, because he found a barbershop that had shut down. And he bought all their chairs and stuff, moved them to the new spot. Took him a week. He was moving. And his second barbershop has been open almost 2 months. And he's already got that 10K back. And he's just like shocked because now he has a manager. And I said, what you do is you bring your manager into your current shop and you create a written SOP of how you want this manager to do things. So he did it. And now the manager is managing both shops. And now the guy who wouldn't want to run a barbershop, he's like, man, I can't wait to start my third shop because he's not doing it anymore. He's like his manager. And I was like, all right, just go ahead. And this is how you lock your manager in because most people are lazy because they don't see a path. And I was like, you pay your manager good. Okay. And then you go ahead and lay out the fundamentals. Like once I get to X amount of shops, your income goes up because you'll be doing more. Tell them from Rift. So now they're excited to come to work. It's like, I can't wait till this third shop opens up because I'm going to make more money. I can't wait till the fourth shop opens up. I'm going to make more money. So now we got him on the plan where he's going to open up 5 shops into addition to the one he has during the pandemic. And, he's got a manager who's a buffer between him and the shop. And he's like loving it now. He wanted to just get out of that. Don't worry about that, Van Lee. Producers and creators make money. Consumers don't. That's 100% true. 2020 was a reality check for me. Hey, we're going to have some training because a lot of people, like, if you want to set up an incorporation, which is an INC, not an LLC, you're going to face dual taxation unless you set it up like an S Corp. And you're going to have to jump through way more hoops to set that up. I don't advise it. All right, James, get that PPP money. Get that PPP money. Albert, thank you for the $5 super chat. Yes, you get addicted to success. You get addicted. Oh, he's going to open up 5. Because see, he has a system. You know how many people are looking for home painters? Home Depot stock went up. Lowe's stock went up because during the pandemic, all these people were home and they started doing all these home projects. Pretty much, you got to get started. Pretty much, man. Everything's on sale. Everything's on sale. Steve Jameson, you're way ahead of us because, like I also told him, I said, once you go ahead and get your 5 shops up and, you know, you write up your SOP and you get your manager trained, you get your hiring down, then you can teach how to do that and have another source of income. And he was like, man, I never thought of that. You do it. That's it. That's it. So now he makes more money and does less work. More money and less work. Hey, the true light, I ain't worried about those people no more. You want to make money? Cut hair on Sunday in the South. A friend of a friend overhead telling me, my main friend, how to follow some tips I got from you and about starting a business. Now he has more than savings than ever and acts like a bestie now. Imagine that. Because see, one of the things that I know and understand about, thank you, Jose, is the stuff that I talk about, it works, but you got to do to work. Pretty much, Kay. Like I said, because they bought it back because it was cheap. More than likely you do it. It was cheap. I mean, essentially, we got a plan for him because one of the things I'm doing, and like I said, you know, if you signed up for the year of consulting, once again, and I got to do that probably tomorrow, send those emails out. And I'm like, look, you get your homework. You don't do your homework. We're not moving to the next call because that's not going to help you do what you need to do. So we're going to start holding people to their feet to the fire. We're going to start making people accountable. We're going to really build some stuff in 2021. Because like I said, I'm coming out of my little, because, you know, I was off, man. I was waking up whenever. One thing I did not abandon was my alternate day fasting. I did not gain any weight during the holidays. I actually lost a few pounds. And I stopped working out because I had like some nagging little injuries and let everything heal up. And probably tomorrow, Monday, I'll start working out again. And then I got some appointments to go to. And then we're going to start ramping this up, making it do. Just, Jose, some people, there's a lot of good, practical, sound-minded level people who understand that for them to have the life that they want, they're going to have to work. And these are the folks I'm going to focus on. I'm leaving the silly people alone. Hey. And he's thinking about starting a YouTube channel. And I didn't tell him to start a YouTube channel about how to do cuts. I start a YouTube channel that's a barbershop show. Show the people clowning, cutting up. That's what's going to win on YouTube. Well, Van Lee, I'm going to tell you something. Like, social media is a different animal by itself. Okay? Social media is a different world unto itself. Like the internet, there's the saying that the internet levels the playing field. The internet is a completely and utterly different playing field. You can be someone out here who owns 4 or 5 barbershops, not be on Instagram, be making $100K a month, living a life, and nobody knows who you are. So social media allows people to lie. It allows people to fabricate, and it allows people to play games. Like, TJ, the Millionaire Mentor, he was on some BS in a lot of his videos. And then recently he started to do some action-based, some real videos. I was like, okay, so you did have it in you, because this first videos were just complete BS. They were complete BS. And now, he's doing some real stuff, teaching people how to really level up and how to actually do things for real. But we're going to get into some practical training. There's a lot of people asking me about a Facebook group. I am not really keen on a Facebook group because let's just keep it a buck. The folks asking me in a Facebook group are asking me for another way that they can have contact to me and talk to me. Now, I am doing live webinars, and you should show up if you have a question. And I'm going to push that really hard because I'm thinking about doing a morning show. Don't know about that, but I'm thinking about it. So we do this morning show, and there's so many things in my mind. There's so many things I want to do, but like these live streams are going to be different. I'm not going to be cutting up as much. I'm not going to, they're going to be of a more, you've been intermittent fasting since the Harvard Moon? Yeah, because I alternate between alternate day fasting and intermittent fasting. Oh, you think it's good now. It's about to get great. Yeah, because essentially there are a lot of people out there who are wealthy, who have a really good lifestyle, and you have no clue to who they are. And one of the things I've seen is what I call the thirst. Because I have a lot of people urging me to get on Clubhouse, and Clubhouse can be a massive time suck. I don't have the time to just get on there all day and just be talking. And I got in one room, and then some people want to talk to me, and I was like, all right, I get paid for that, bro. So I don't know about the Clubhouse, but I am thinking about doing a podcast. I got a lot of stuff on my development map. Yeah, a lot of people you never heard of, man. Lots of people. Good for you, Jose. Yes. Runs, it's some good stuff. Yes, owning the real estate is more important, 100%. Because if you didn't know, McDonald's is a real estate company. They're not a hamburger company. They're a real estate company when you look at what they do. Thinking about bringing back the AM hustle. I don't know. Absolutely, Roger. Because one of the things we're going to do, and one of the things we're going to set up, is we're going to go deep. Because I realized, because I had a few opportunities, and I essentially a consulting, it was a sponsorship time. They wanted me to do some stuff, and then we had a problem because I did an outline, and I realized that a lot of my stuff is too advanced. And, I'm just taking a page from Dave Ramsey. Russell Brunson. Now, Russell Brunson does have a large social media following, but if he was out, nobody would pay any attention to him. But you're right. But he does have a large media following. People love Russell. They love click funnels. But one of the things we're going to do, and I'm thinking of taking a group of business owners, because here's the thing. If you own a business and you've already gone through the beginning stages, the hard stages, you really don't want to hear that. That's not going to do anything for you. So I need to take my business owners and separate them from my aspiring business owners, because it's different information for each group. Because we will see. We will see. Because like I said, I'm getting ready to do a lot of different stuff. Like these live streams are going to be very different. They're going to be more on point, because essentially, like this whole title of, you got to make a decision, because the opportunity cost of just sitting on your hands, hoping, wishing, wanting it to be something, you're not prepping for war. Because see, right now, you're at war with yourself. I know that sounds strange, because who you are right now is not the person that's going to get that $1 million. You've got to develop into that person. And once you start to work on the personal development, because I was listening to this podcast and I was listening to Grant Cardone, and they were saying the same thing. It's the mindset. You got to get this mindset correct. You got to get the mindset popping. You got to get the mindset 100%. And we're going to start doing some mindset training, some stuff that I do that I never really talk about. We're going to get into that. Well, once again, it doesn't really matter. Like this whole thing, like you can get wealthy without a family. The benefit of getting wealthy and having a family is you have someone to share the spoils of war with. Like you have a good day and you hit a big win and you go home and you tell your wife, and your wife kisses you and does double monkey backflips all over you. That's a good experience, because you're not moving in isolation. Like the MGTOW, the red pill movement, they're treating dysfunction. They're teaching dysfunction. It is not normal for you as a heterosexual man to want to be with a woman. That is your biological imperative for you to mate with a woman. For you to sit around and ignore women and just take trips and play with yourself, that ain't normal. That's antisocial behavior. And they're teaching people how to be antisocial. Like, read Japan. Like, Japan is in a situation where they're not having sex anymore. Man, there's so many YouTubers out here making money. Pretty much. So you're at war with yourself, because you have got to change. And this is one of the things, because I've been watching a lot of YouTube ads, and you don't have to change. You don't have to do anything. This kind of fits into your life, the way that you're living. You could do it in your spare time. That cracks me up when they're talking about making $10, $15, $20, $30, $40,000 in your spare time. Come on, man. Stop lying to these people. Stop playing that game. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, because Japan, they're going to have to start importing someone to start having sex with their women to get the population moving again. Because they're not going out, they're not dating. I forget what they call this man. This man who's just out there. Hey, leave it alone. Kadoshi, single men and single women dying alone in Japan. Yeah, that's a big issue right there in Japan. And this is what MGTOW and Red Pill commentary is teaching men to do. They're teaching men to be antisocial. They're teaching men not to pair up with women. They're teaching men not to have children, which is abnormal. Yeah, Japan is rough right now. Chad and Tyrone. I mean, it's rough. It is rough. And this is what's starting to happen in America with the MGTOW and red pill movements, because they're teaching antisocial behavior, which ain't normal, which ain't even close to normal. And this is one of the big issues that is happening right now. So what I'm getting ready to do with Disruptive Male, because we're going to, I'm overhauling all of my YouTube channels. I did not send any videos to my editors. I'm going to start sending some to them tomorrow. And it's going to be a different look and feel for the YouTube videos. I'm getting, like I said, 2021, we're doing it different. 2021, we ain't taking no prisoners. 2021, we're preparing for war. We're moving our logistics in place to go to the front lines. Because last year, I made most of that money August to December. August to December proved I was doing okay. But August, December was lit. I was oh my goodness. And it's a relation issue in Japan, a sexual, political, or financial thing. I think it's a cultural thing. And, we're going to get into a whole different thing, because most men are not going to go MGTOW. Most men are not going to go red pill. Good Lord, Roger. Family can be a strong incentive. It can take a minute to put together a course, because if you want to put together a course that actually gets people results, it's going to take you some time. So we're going to war. So you guys have got to start making some decisions, and you got to start doing something, and you got to get your powder ready for war. You got to do that, because if you do not, right now, 2021 is going to be another pivotal year, and we will see if Ossoff and Warnock become the next two senators from Georgia, because they're going hot and heavy. Ads, the text, they're going hot and heavy. So we will see, because if the Democrats can get control of the House, the presidency, and the Senate, you will see the mother of all stimulus packages. I'll probably start doing stimulus videos, because it's going to become very, very real. And what it's going to do is delay the carnage that was coming. Right now, we have the highest level of mortgage delinquencies, and these people right now, because of the CARES Act and the forbearance package, are being protected. When that breaks loose, and sooner or later, it's going to break loose. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. Pew, pew, pew. Fluid flows. What made you decide to do courses? Y'all did. I wrote my first book, and that was doing really well. And then I had people email me. It's hey, and I did the Craigslist book. Then I do the porn's always in the DVD player. And then I had people asking for consults. And then it just naturally happened, because people asked for it. I had no clue what I was going to do when I came here on YouTube. My goal was to write this storage auction book, get some money, and then write the Great American Novel, and then go. And that plan completely exploded. I'm in a totally different realm with this now. California and New York are never going to go away. Like right now, there's a bunch of people who are leaving California. There's a bunch of people leaving New York, but there's still a bunch of people. Because when I was a kid, New York and California were mythical. You know, it's like, yeah, he moved to California. Really? It was mythical. It was mythical. So I don't think New York and California are going to die anytime soon. They will change. They will be modified, but they're not going to die. California is the world's fifth largest economy by itself. California. It's not going to die. It's going to change. It's going to reshape, but it's not going to die. I know, Rod, for real estate, but they're going to kick that can down the road. I guarantee you. Brian W., the carnage, like, all right, if you are a corporate citizen and you're trying to start a business and you're trying to get out here and make some money, the carnage ain't going to touch you. But if you're an average person who's sitting at home, who is behind on their mortgage, lost their job, on an unemployment, the carnage is going to slap you all upside your head. So you got to make a decision to participate in the carnage and not to participate. People flying right now. During the holiday, we had more people flying. I mean, planes were packed. People are flying. That's funny, Erica. If you were to start over and start from scratch on YouTube with a new topic, what you would focus on creating? I would do the same thing, because essentially everything that I talk about on YouTube is stuff I know how to do. So it would be the same stuff. I wouldn't like go out here and just try to do something I don't know how to do. You ready to leave Cali? Yeah, people flying. I mean, many people have made that determination. If they get COVID, they get it. They don't, they don't. I think that's where many people are. And they're going ahead and living their lives. New Year parties, like here in Georgia, New Year's Eve was lit. They were out, they were having parties. In these states with these severe lockdowns, people were having private underground parties. They were having parties in warehouses. People gonna do what they want to do, man. I mean, essentially, you got to make a decision. Are you going to participate in the carnage, or are you going to not participate? I mean, it's really a choice, because I'm here to tell you, there is money out here to be got. It just depends on how you want to get that money. There is money out here to be had. There's money out here to be got. Just really depends. Pretty much. Partying is the new prohibition of 21. Truth, I could care less if I get the Rona, I'm going to die when I'm going to die. You know, it's funny. There was this 106-year-old woman who got the Rona and she recovered. It's really wild. The house stripper parties have increased madly during COVID here in the state of New York. Hey. So make a decision. In parting, I want you guys to start making a decision. I want you guys to start focusing on doing the work, because that's going to change your life. I mean, underground parties, because essentially, like I said, this is, 2020 was the best year financially that I've ever had in my life. So I cannot say that 2020 was a bad year. I actually have a feeling that one of my friends has died, because I called and her phone has been turned off and I have not heard anything from her for weeks, and she got COVID. Yeah. So that's all I got for you guys. If you want to get into the corporate toolbox, the link is below. We're going to get into some fun stuff in 2020. All right, y'all have a good evening. I'm going to go in here and watch this football game. I'll talk to you guys later.